Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're heading to Southern Africa. But hold on, we're not going on a safari this time. We're diving into the stories of the leaders who shaped Mozambique after it gained independence from colonial rule in 1975. Imagine taking charge of a whole country, not just any country, but one where, for centuries, the people in power didn't look like the people living there. That's the story of Mozambique's presidents. Each one faced their own tough challenges, their own problems to solve, and their own dreams for the future. So get ready as we explore the struggles, the victories, and the impact of these presidents, from the fight for freedom to navigating a constantly changing world. Trust me, this is one history lesson you won't want to miss. First up, we have Samora Machel. Imagine leading a revolution, fighting for freedom, and finally winning. You might think you could relax, right? Not quite. Machel became president, but the hard work was just beginning. He took over a country damaged by colonial rule, with a struggling economy and deep divisions that threatened to tear it apart. On top of that, a terrible civil war broke out, led by Renamo, a group supported by those who wanted things to go back to the way they were under colonial rule. Machel, dedicated to his socialist beliefs, tried to rebuild the country, focusing on equality and government control of important industries. He believed in a strong government, a one-party system led by FRELIMO, the party that led the fight for independence. But governing, as it turned out, was much harder than fighting a revolution. Machel's time was tragically cut short, but his impact on Mozambique, well, let's just say his face is on the flag for a reason. Next we have Joaquim Chissano, who had some very big shoes to fill. Imagine taking charge of a country still at war, still struggling to find its way. Talk about a tough first day at work. Chissano knew things had to change. The civil war was tearing Mozambique apart, and the world's political scene was changing too. The Berlin Wall fell, the Cold War ended, and suddenly sticking to strict socialist policies wasn't a good idea. So Chissano did something amazing. He talked to the enemy. He negotiated a peace agreement with Renamo in 1992, finally stopping the fighting and giving Mozambique a chance to heal. But he didn't stop there. Chissano started a new era of democracy, allowing for multiple political parties and leading the way for the country's first multi-party elections in 1994. That's right. After years of conflict and one-party rule, Mozambique finally had a chance to choose its own path. Chapter 3. Armando Guebuza, the builder. When Armando Guebuza became president in 2005, Mozambique had peace and a taste of democracy. But let's be honest, democracy doesn't magically fix years of poverty and underdevelopment. Guebuza knew that to truly move forward, Mozambique needed a strong base. He focused on attracting foreign investment, the kind of money that could build roads, schools, and hospitals. And build he did. Under Guebuza's leadership, Mozambique saw lots of new infrastructure projects. Roads were paved, bridges were built, and for the first time, many Mozambicans felt like their country was catching up with the rest of the world. But running a country, even one experiencing an economic boom, has its own challenges. Guebuza had to deal with the difficult internal politics of the FRELIMO party, while trying to keep the stability that Chissano had worked so hard to achieve. It wasn't always easy, but governing is a tough job. Chapter 4. Filipe Nyusi, facing a new generation of challenges. Our last stop on this presidential journey brings us to Filipe Nyusi, the current president of Mozambique. Nyusi took over a country that was improving, but being president of Mozambique is like always expecting something to go wrong. For Nyusi, unfortunately, a lot did go wrong. Just as Mozambique seemed to be getting on its feet, a new threat appeared: Islamist insurgents in the north. These weren't just small fights, these were organized groups causing chaos and forcing people from their homes. And if that wasn't enough, natural disasters hit Mozambique hard. Cyclones slammed into the coast, causing widespread damage and slowing down development. But amidst the chaos, Nyusi has shown strength. He won re-election in 2019 by a large margin, showing that Mozambicans still believed in him. He even secured a supermajority for FRELIMO in parliament, giving him the power to make constitutional changes. The fight is far from over, but Nyusi's leadership gives hope that Mozambique can overcome these new challenges and continue its journey towards a better future. the legacy of leadership. So there you have it. A quick look at the lives and legacies of the presidents who've shaped Mozambique since independence. From fighting colonial rule to navigating a globalized world, these leaders have faced many challenges, and let's be honest, they weren't always perfect, but that's the thing about leadership, about running a country. It's messy, it's complicated, and there's no easy fix. What matters is the commitment to progress, to building a better future for all Mozambicans. And who knows, maybe the story of Mozambique's presidents can inspire us all to look at our own leaders, our own challenges, and find the courage to build a better tomorrow together.